We all know about the fake Undertaker in WWF, but did you know there are even more fake Undertakers in wrestling? I'm about to show you some of the ones I've found.
Undertaker! Man who originally brought the Undertaker.
First on the list is the Soul Taker, also known as Nigga Taker. Personally, I prefer the Soul Taker. The Soul Taker's gimmick is quite eerie. The night has fallen and the time is drawing near. You will pay for your sins, and I will make sure of it. You will rest in peace, he declares. Before fully embracing the Undertaker persona, he wore a red mask, looking undecided between being like Kane or the Undertaker. He was about to have a match against a guy named Rock Shaw, who wore a skull mask. The match was wild. The Soul Taker chokeslammed Rock Shaw sideways onto a steel chair. Then a random guy tried to jump Soul Taker but got hit with the last ride. Rock Shaw kicked out of a tombstone and got right back up, which was hilarious. The crowd was actually into it. Soul Taker pinned Rock Shaw with a tombstone, and after the match, Rock Shaw hit everyone with stunners, thinking he was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Soul Taker and Rock Shaw then double choke slammed a guy who had tried to interfere earlier. The Soul Taker's journey didn't end there. He later dressed up like the early 90s Undertaker. Here's a promo of Brian Pillman Jr. teaming up with him. I need someone on my side, someone immortal, someone who feasts on the souls of our enemies. Pillman Jr. says. The Soul Taker replies, I can take away all your problems. You beat them up, I pack them in the body bag. They even call themselves the Loose Cannon. The Soul Taker, real name Michael Antoine McMahon, also had a second character where he pretended to be Vince McMahon's son, complete with Vince's theme music. I wonder if he regrets doing this gimmick now. In one clip, he's a commissioner for UCW, talking about voting for Donald Trump and making America white again. It's wild. Is the Gravedigger, the first wrestler to rip off the Undertaker. His outfit looked cheap, and his manager, Nate the Rat, literally had a rat on his shoulder. Gravedigger's hair looked like Kane's when he was playing Diesel. He started choking his opponent. Frazier hit a scoop slam, and then the shittiest powerbomb ever. He did the Undertaker's pin and rolled Frazier into a body bag, dumping dirt on him. It was a terrible debut. Jeff Jarrett called out the Gravedigger next. Jarrett was supposed to wrestle the Scorpion, but Nate the Rat and Gravedigger paid Scorpion not to wrestle. Gravedigger choked Jeff Jarrett, tied him in the ropes, and Nate the Rat tried to light a blowtorch. This guy named Robert came out, and Jeff Jarrett threw fire in Nate's face. Random and chaotic. Another fake Undertaker is someone who looks like Dustin Rhodes when he was playing Black Rain. This guy wrestled someone who couldn't even climb the ropes properly. He hit a crossbody from the top rope and squished his opponent. His chokeslam was okay. He had a tag match against Rikishi, which is random as hell. There's also another Gravedigger who dresses like the old Undertaker but stole his submission move, the Hell's Gate. Then there's the UK Undertaker, a guy who people in the comments keep talking about. I found some pictures, but not much else. He met the real Undertaker, which is cool. It makes sense that there are so many Undertaker copies since he has one of the best characters in wrestling. But my least favorite version of him is Biker Taker. Remember when Chuck Palumbo was a biker with Michelle McCool as his manager? That was crazy. Let's not forget about the Mummy Taker, a bizarre gimmick that saw a wrestler dressed as a mummy in a poor attempt to mimic the bubble. He chokeslammed his opponent in what has to be one of the worst chokeslams I've ever seen. Almost as bad as Hogan's chokeslam on the Giant. Speaking of cheap knockoffs, let's talk about the Grim Reaper. This guy dressed up like a Halloween store version of the Undertaker, with a hooded cloak and a scythe. His matches were equally terrible, with awkward moves and a lack of presence. In one match, he tried to mimic the Undertaker's old school walk on the top rope, but he stumbled and fell off, looking completely ridiculous. Then there's the Phantom Taker, another low-budget imitation. This guy tried to combine the Undertaker's dark persona with a Phantom of the Opera mask. The result was a confusing and unimpressive character who didn't last long in the ring. His finishing move, a botched piledriver, was cringe-worthy. The most bizarre of all might be the Zombie Taker. This character was an attempt to take the Undertaker's undead gimmick to the next level, with over-the-top zombie makeup and tattered clothing. He wrestled in a promotion that looked like it was held in a garage, and his matches were a mess. He tried to do the Undertaker's sit-up move but couldn't get it right, looking more like he was having a spasm than rising from the dead. In the world of wrestling, imitation might be the sincerest form of flattery, but these Undertaker knockoffs show that not everyone can pull off the Deadman's iconic presence. Each of these characters tried to capture the mystique of the Undertaker but ended up falling short in the most entertaining ways possible. It's crazy to think how many wrestlers have tried to copy The Undertaker's style, but none have come close to the real thing. His character is one of the most unique and enduring in wrestling history, and these imitations just highlight how difficult it is to replicate that magic. If you enjoyed this dive into the world of fake Undertakers, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I've got more wild and wacky wrestling stories coming your way soon. Thanks for watching. Not your man out.